Hi everybody, I'm sending you a quick video along with the spreadsheet of my feedback about the fall 24 schedule because I'm going to be out of the office on Monday and Tuesday. I wanted to get my feedback to you this weekend so you had enough time to respond to it before I have to turn it in on Wednesday. So if you all could take a look at my questions and comments and respond to those by the end of the day on Tuesday, that would be great. That'll give me enough time to pull it all together and get it turned in on Wednesday. So what I did is I pulled the spreadsheet from the team site and I added two columns. One is my notes to the schedulers, and then the other one in purple, column B, is my notes to you all. And I just added various things like questions or if it was missing something. I also went through and put all the online sections and all your added sections in. I ordered the lines because it was driving me nuts that those two groups of sections were separate from everything else, and it made it easier for me to review if they were actually embedded with the prefix. So I did all of that, but you can sort the spreadsheet by filtering to your subject, to your prefixes. You'll notice that on the sections I converted for Colorado Online, because I did make sure that everything lined up with that distribution, the section distribution spreadsheet. If it's a home college section that I converted an old FRCC online section into a home college one, it's now missing the part of term. We get to pick those parts of term, so if you would please fill those in. If it was a not home college section, so like an FCX section of one of the pooled sections, we can let them know which parts of terms we would like to do, but Colorado Online will ultimately make the decision on which part of terms we get for those. A couple of things I noticed about the requests. Everybody who requested the Tuesday, Thursday, 3:30 time slot asked to be an exception to not meeting on Thursday afternoons. I'm not able to accommodate that with every request. The exceptions to that were really meant to be like CTE programs that have very specific accreditation requirements on their seat hours, or science labs. Those types of sections were the ones that were going to be exceptions to it. The 3-credit lecture ones, it's a little harder to approve that as an exception. So if you would please go through my notes, I kind of jotted down in different spots where I could support folks if they needed it, like helping them pick another time or helping them to build a hybrid in a format that they would prefer. Or, if they have to go with another time, I totally understand that as well. You can click on my notes and see the full note up here in the formula box. So if there's more than you can see in the actual column. And then finally, the other thing that I noticed is we did a lot of requests for sections between 9:30 and like 3, Monday through Thursday, which I understand. Those are the prime time teaching slots. People like those. They make often, and a lot of different populations of students like them as well. But it will create compression in our schedule. I'm going to let them run because Ad Astra is going to show us where the compression will show up. I don't want to run the analytics on it. I used to do that by hand for Larimer Campus, and I'm not doing that anymore because it takes a lot of time. So that's what we pay Ad Astra for. So we're going to let it run, and we're going to get them built in the way you all have requested at those times, and then we'll see where the bottleneck points are. Because if we only use 3 or 4 time slots, then that means students don't really have a lot of variety across the whole day. It means they kind of wind up getting limited on the number of sections that they can take in a full day. But, those are strategic conversations that we're going to be having down the road about what makes sense to run in the mornings, what makes sense to run in the evenings, and, how we can rotate some of those sections so it isn't one prefix having to do all the morning sections, that kind of stuff. So long term. Anyway, finally, I just want to say thank you for the hard work that you put into this. I know it's been a messy process and timeline on the schedules right now, and everyone has powered through really admirably, and I appreciate that. I have sent the feedback on the difficulties that all of this has caused to the powers that be, and we'll hopefully see some tweaks and changes as things get smoother as we do it more and more. But I do want to say thank you for everything that you all have done, because it really shows through in the work. So anyway, thanks, and I will talk to you all on Wednesday.